Hey y'all, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Ari. I'm a creative. And this week I decided to start doing songwriting Saturdays. So y'all gonna be writing with me, okay? We're gonna be writing. So excuse the lighting, y'all, today too. Like I'm trying to use the natural lights because these bills be billing. So work with me, okay? And bear with me. So anyway. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just be going through a little bit of what I do for songwriting, and how I songwrite or whatever. So for this first video, we're just gonna be working on like how I'm gonna show y'all how I songwrite. So I've been songwriting since I was around 10, probably a little bit before that, but I know for a fact me and Manny used to always get together and be together writing songs, right? So I was around 10 when I just remember the songs that I wrote and how we would write them and just us working together and having fun and creating different type of melodies and music together, me and Manny, my cousin or whatever. And so I've been writing ever since I was like 10, a little bitty girl or whatever. And so what I do normally, like I'll be cleaning, washing dishes, sweeping around the house or whatever, and then a melody just hit my spirit, right? Or sometimes I even be asleep and like a tune would just hit my spirit, But so if you're a new songwriter and you just want to come up with something, you just want to do something different, you don't necessarily have to have a tune in your spirit. You can go on YouTube or BeatStars and you can look for a beat, to write a song too. But like me, like I said, it'd be a song hit my spirit and then I go and then whatever I'm feeling in that moment, whatever I want to speak about in that moment, I just start, just coming out with words. The words just start coming out. And then I will also try to go back and maybe take out some words or add some words, just depending on how it sounds, just so I can make it flow better. And things like that. So for instance, say it's a beat, I get a beat in my spirit. And this is just for the songwriters. This is like, you don't even gotta sing. You don't even gotta know how to sing. You can just songwrite and just songwrite and sell your chorus or sell your song to make royalties off of it. So you just and then you come up with the words. Okay, what you just do this weekend? Maybe you was by the lake or something. What you do, you went out, you sat by the lake, you talked to God, you maybe cried, struggling, whatever you're going through. You can even write a happy song, right? So choose whatever you want to write about, whatever you want to talk about. And so I spent some nights by the lake crying out my heart again. I think I went too far this time, tell me where does it end? Okay, so like what I did was like, you see, I spent some nights by the lake crying out my heart again, right? I spent some nights by the lake crying out my heart again. I think I went too far this time, tell me where does it end again. And at the same time, it doesn't even have to rhyme. When you working on music or when you write, and it doesn't necessarily have to rhyme, as long as it has a good flow to it. And this pen does not want to work. But yeah, so write it down, make sure you get up. Make sure you write down whatever you hear in your spirit so you won't forget. Make sure you record it. Sometimes I get up in the middle of the night and I have to record, take my phone and record what I just heard in my spirit. So like you just go like, I spent some nights by the lake crying out my heart again. I think I went too far this time, tell me where does it end? I try to meditate. What you do? You try to meditate and start to pray for what? Better days, right? So I spent some nights by the lake crying out my heart again. I think I went too far this time, tell me where does it end? I try to meditate and start to pray for better days. Better days. Better days. What kind of days? Better days. Better days. Okay? So that's that. So that's the chorus, right? You got your chorus. You do that, and you came up with a chorus, right? You got your chorus down. And then what are you feeling around that chorus? Like, what do you want to talk about around that chorus, right? So everybody may be different with how they songwrite, but this is how I songwrite. So I come up with this, like, okay, this is what I'm feeling. I'm by the lake, talking to God, pouring out my heart. by the lake, trying to meditate, trying to get my, thoughts together, trying to write down ideas, and just meditating and praying, praying. I'm writing down my prayers, praying for better days, asking God, to lead me, guide me, come through, whatever. And what am I supposed to do? Okay, that's what you're doing, right? And that's what the emotion you want to put in your song, whatever. So then you just continue to write around the chorus, right? Write whatever you feeling around that chorus, like whatever else is going on, what you do. Maybe you had to get back in a car and drive, whatever, to like another lake, whatever you want to talk about. That's why it's music is just however you want to flow. It's yours, so you can write whatever you want to write and talk about whatever you want to talk about, and it's also therapeutic as well. So it's therapeutic. And then so that's for people like you just start with a melody. You don't necessarily have a beat, so you have to look for a producer to create around that. Right, so I did that a couple times. Like in Detroit, I would find me a producer and I would send them lyrics, and I would sing them lyrics and I would send it to them, and they'll work around the song. I even have a friend in Memphis, so I sent him a song that I did a few years ago, and he worked around the chorus. And it was so good. He worked around the melody and everything I sent him, and he made a beat, and it actually was really, really, really good. So you have people and producers out here that all you got to do is just send them a melody, send them the hook that you're working on, and they'll work around it. Like that's just one way to do it. You songwrite, you come up with the melody in your spirit, you write down the words and everything, and you find a producer, you sing it to the producer, and you send it to the producer and let the producer create a beat and work around that, the melodies and everything you sent them. Or like I said before, you can go on YouTube, BeatStars, wherever, and you can find a beat, and then you can write to that beat, right? So this is a beat, right, that I found. I don't know. So it says, because I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't know, copyright. So this right here, okay, it says, warning, this beat is only free for nonprofit use, must give credit. So I'm giving credit. This is a beat produced by Kato Beats. It's an old beat from 2019. And that's one thing too, like you can also type in whatever kind of beat you're looking for, okay? If you're looking for an emotional piano, rap instrumental, Broadway type beat, whatever type of beat you're looking for. That's why Google is your best friend. The internet is your best friend. You can just type it in, and you can look for a guitar beat. If you want Afro beats, you can look for any type of instrumental and just look for instrumental and write to that instrumental, right? So this is a beat, and this was random. It had came up on my screen one day, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So, and it's called Lost Love, by Kato Beats. So it says something about, it is not used for profit. So I'm just not gonna play it all the way through. Wait, hold on, let me go back. Yeah, so it says, this beat is only free for nonprofit use. So like I said, I don't want any type of copyright. So I'm not gonna play it all the way through, but just an example, right? Just an example to try to get the flow going. I love this beat. Oh, I like Kato. He got a lot of cool beats. He got a lot of good beats. He got a lot of good beats. Okay. Okay, say, we came up with say we write into this. You want to write to the beat. Yeah, I am free flowing because I never just did a video like this. But this is going to be fun. We're going to start doing songwriting Saturdays, and I might post it maybe on Mondays, Music Mondays, Songwriting Saturdays, or something like that. But we'll see. Okay, so. I spent some nights by the lake crying on my heart again. I think I went too far, this time tell me where does it end? I tried to meditate and start to pray for a better day. You write down, so you come up with something, you came up with your chorus and everything, and then name the song, right? You can name the song, or you can name the song first, and then write around that, and then come up with lyrics to go with the name of the song, however you want to do it. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this short video. I hope it was short. This short songwriting video. Yeah, so this is the first songwriting with me for Saturday, and I'm gonna try to do more. We're gonna try to vibe better, because like I said, I'm still this camera thing. But it's gonna be a vibe. 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 All right, love.